What is going on, everybody? Back at it again with another Philadelphia YouTube video. And today, I'm going to be going over a little bit of the Flyers off-season moves. Haven't really made a video. I was kind of waiting until I was going to see what they were really going to do. As of right now, they haven't done much. So it's not going to be that long of a video. But there was some news today, and I said, you know what? Might as well. I was wearing the shirt, and I miss talking Flyers. Let's be real here. They were definitely some of my most viewed videos, the Flyers during the playoffs. I had a lot of fun with them, unlike the Sixers and the Eagles now and the Phillies towards the end of the year. But the Flyers really had some bright spots on my channel, especially over the past year, and especially when the return to play started. The Flyers were, a lot of main points in my channel, and, definitely glad that they were, because I got a lot of hockey subscribers and I got to learn a lot about the game of hockey, which is a great game, just like I'm doing now with the Union and soccer. But if you are new to the channel and you like Philadelphia sports, Sixers, Eagles, Phillies, Flyers, and the Philadelphia Union, then this is the channel for you. I also do a couple videos here and there about, other things or just topics, hot topics in sports. Also, I love debating in the comment section, so make sure to go to the comment section and put down whatever you're thinking. Put down, rivalries, anything like that. It doesn't really matter. But if you are new, definitely think about hitting that subscribe button. It does mean a lot. And we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Let's try to hit 845 by the end of this weekend. 850 would be great. I definitely want to get to 1,000 sooner rather than later. Definitely, before, I don't even know. Just put a timeline on it, somebody, and, let's see if we can get that. But now to get into today's video. Flyers off-season news. Today, Nolan Patrick agreed to his qualifying offer worth around $800,000 for the next season. Now, if you guys don't know, Nolan Patrick was out all last season with head injuries, migraines, things like that, things of that nature. He missed all of last season, and it could have definitely helped a lot having him as a third line center or fourth line center with the younger guys, Nick Bell and guys like that. But he didn't play. He did play yesterday or the day before that in a Canadian game, a Canadian nation game. So he did play. He was back on the ice. I don't know his stats. I didn't really look too much into it. I just know that he did play. That's the only thing that I really know. Also, I didn't go over the rest of the draft, and I really still don't know these other guys, but I do know Zayde Wisdom. He has been making a lot of noise in, the draft. He was projected, I think, pretty high, and I think he went a lot later than a lot of people thought. He was a fourth-round pick this year, and him and Tyson Foerster, our first-round pick, were the only two to agree to their entry-level deals. But again, Zayde Wisdom has made a lot of noise. I've been hearing his name just as much as Tyson's name. It's kind of crazy to think about, but he wants to make it to the NHL. Tyson Foerster, as we all know, those of you who watched my draft video, he has some things to work on. He needs to skate better, but he is a great shooter. He can, really rip the puck, and that's what we do need. We definitely could use him on, a power play or a penalty kill or something like that. But, these two, our first round and our fourth round picks so far, have signed their entry-level contracts with the Flyers. And then we go into the free agents. Erik Gustafsson is a defenseman from Calgary. He had a 60-point season a couple years ago with, I think, Chicago. He had a little bit of a down year. Actually, he had a down year last year. But, we signed him to a one-year, $3 million deal. There's not really much that could go wrong. He might be on the third line. I want to say he'd be a third-line defenseman, probably with Braun, I'd like to say. I'm still kind of... I don't really know who's going to be on that first line with Provorov now that Matt Niskanen has retired. I'm not too sure of that. Maybe they'll move Myers up or Sanheim up, but you know, I don't really know yet. I mean, there's definitely moves to still be made, and Chuck Fletcher has definitely said that they want to make more moves. It's just with the cap going around and the flat cap, it's a little hard right now. But you know, Patrick Laine is a name that comes up a lot in the Flyers' radar. There was a rumor earlier in free agency that said that we were going to trade, that they wanted Travis Konechny for a Patrick Laine deal. That's not going to happen. I can already say that. Travis Konechny was an all-star. He's an all-star player. And did he have a terrible bubble? Yes, he did. He scored 0 goals, and that just can't happen. But they're still not going to trade Travis Konechny, especially look at the contract he's on. 6 years, starting this year, or 5 years left on his deal, and it's at a relatively cheap contract for a guy of Travis Konechny's, you know, standard, where we know he can be an all-star because he just was one. Travis Konechny's not going anywhere. I can guarantee he will not be going anywhere. It was actually already stated by Chuck Fletcher that they have no interest in trading Travis Konechny because that's just dumb. But you know, if they can get a guy like Patrick Laine on this team for something of a good, for like a good trade, not a trade that's going to destroy you in any parts, but definitely keep you at the same, you know, where your players already were, and then you add Laine, not really much can go wrong when you add a young stud, 22 years old, can put the puck in the net. A guy like Laine would definitely fit the Flyers great, but it's definitely going to come down to how much will we have to give up for a guy of Patrick Laine's stature, because the kid is great. I mean, he's up there with guys like Nathan MacKinnon. He's up there with those good of players, and he will be for a very long time. Again, he's 22 years old, already in the NHL with the Winnipeg Jets. If you don't know who he is, look up some of his highlights. He is a very fun player to watch. Really good shot, really good at putting the puck in the net, and that's exactly what this Flyers team needs. So if there's any more rumors on that, definitely going to make a separate 3-4 minute video on Patrick Laine. But as of right now, it's just rumors. The last thing that the Flyers did was sign Derek Pouliot to a 1-year, 2-way contract worth around $700,000. He was the 2012 8th overall pick by the Penguins. He is also a defenseman. So you could definitely see, you know, I can definitely see him coming up, maybe being a 4th liner or a 3rd liner, depending where Gustafsson's going to play, depending where Braun's going to play, because Braun last year was a 3rd round or a 3rd line defenseman. Can't remember with who for some reason. He was a 3rd line defenseman, though. I do know that. But, you know, now we just signed 2 more. It sucks that we couldn't get guys, you know, that are a little bit better, like Pietrangelo. I mean, he was out there. He just went to the Knights. But, you know, I didn't really see that ever working with the Flyers. I didn't really ever see that him coming to Philadelphia. I just didn't see that. But, you know, guys like Patrick Laine, guys like Johnny Gaudreau, hometown kid, definitely can see them somewhere in a Flyers trade. I can definitely see it. Not saying that it's definitely going to happen, but I can definitely see it, and I definitely want it to happen. Johnny Gaudreau's 27. He's a little bit older, but he's still great. I mean, he's still a really good player. Plays in front of the hometown. He went to Gloucester Catholic. I played against Gloucester Catholic in basketball and in football. I mean, it's a very close school. My cousins went there. But, I mean, it's just, it's going to come down to what the deal is worth. How much will they have to give up for a guy like Patrick Laine or Johnny Gaudreau? I even heard a little bit about Matt Barzal, but I doubt that's going to happen, especially to the Flyers. We can only offer him a contract, and then the Islanders can match it or do it better. I don't know. But they actually might have already. I'm not too sure. But, you know, this was just a video to get out the Flyers news. Wanted to talk a little bit about Flyers hockey because I definitely do miss it. I definitely can't wait. The start date is January 1st for the NHL to return. With fans is to be determined. But with that being said, thank you all for watching. If you are new to the channel, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below who your favorite Philadelphia Flyer is. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I am out. Peace.